What's up, good peoples? Welcome to Tiger's Corner Talk Show. I am your host, Tiger. Make sure you share. Speak to your boy so you can get your shots out. Let's go. All right, y'all. It's gonna be a fun show tonight, y'all. Make sure you share. Gotta get right. Clothes messing up. Z, what's good? Wave at Z. Say hey, Z. Z, you already know how she gonna act. Alan, what's good, fam? What's good? All right, y'all. I see y'all on, man. Make sure you speak to your boy. I got my little special guest in here tonight. But y'all know we still gonna act up. Ain't nothing, Alan. Still doing this podcast thing, baby. On season 12 or 13. It's one on, man. It's one on. All right, y'all. My guests are already ready. I'm waiting on some of my lineup, some of my panel to come on. I'm waiting on them, y'all. Y'all know us. So I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all share. Speak to your boy. Woo. Hey man, how many of y'all gonna turn y'all heat on, man? I had to turn mine on, man. Like I say, man, we're gonna have a good show, man. Make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all share. Okay, hold on. All right, man. Without further ado, once again, welcome to Tiger's Corner Talk Show. I am your host, Tiger. All right, y'all. So, without further ado, like I say, man, we're gonna bring on screen our special guest tonight. He is a professionally trained hypnotist and founder of Tranquility Health and Wellness. Let's give it up for Mr. Mark Kemp.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. you have tuned into the right place because it's gonna be on and popping.
Yeah, Ma, what's up, man?
You. I got one question for you before we get started. Is Little Princess listening to something else?
Yeah, she on YouTube, man.
Yeah, all right, good.
Yeah. She on YouTube, man. She good.
Oh,
She
oh,
good.
all right.
Yeah. Yeah, we ain't gonna get too crazy, but it's all good.
No,
Vic
but
Vic was good.
the
All right,
temperature,
what you say?
the temperature is gonna rise.
Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel it, and I'm ready for it.
Okay.
All right, y'all know how we start the show off, man. We're gonna do condolences and get well wishes. I only got one condolences tonight. That's to Miss Peaches Evans on the passing of her father. Y'all know Peaches, a CAJ alumni class of 95, man. So send her wishes, man, on the passing on her father. Um, Mark, you got any condolences or well wishes? Or get well wishes?
I just want to say for those of us who have made it through Hurricane Helene, I'm glad that we're here. And for those that unfortunately may have lost people, I bereave with you. But for those of us that are among the living, let this take this up as an opportunity to remind us how important it is to, number one, realize how precious life truly is. And let it be a reminder for us to reach out to your neighbor. You know, it don't cost nothing but a few moments to make a phone call to do a wellness check.
Yeah, you right. You right. All right, y'all. Let's get to these birthday shots out. Let's get to these birthdays. All right, y'all. Birthday shots goes out to DJ J Mac, J Ski, Taylin, Taylin Michelle, Sherry, Klasky, Cheryl, Bola, Daniel, Chapman, Nefaria Chapman, Jay Chapman, Sidney Chapman, V. Lynn, rest in peace, Peggy Sam Clinton, William Marshall, and Shay Pink Ice Young. Let's give it up for the birthday people.
Yeah. But
All right, y'all. All right. Got me in daddy mode right now. But hey, we still gonna do it. We still gonna do the show. Stop,
yes,
put these on. Jared, what it do? Bird, what it do? Town, what it do? Town say bring your ass out to the comedy show November 16th. Hit Eventbrite and get your tickets. Okay. Fogel, I say whiny. Victoria say my birthday is on the 19th. Victoria, your birthday on the 19th. So yeah. Happy early birthday. All right, y'all. So I'm still waiting on my panel to come. But we're gonna start something. We're gonna do something different. Usually I let the guests, I wait to have time to let the guests, introduce themselves and talk about what they're doing. But tonight, Mark, I'm gonna let you start first, man. I'm gonna let you tell the people about, what you do. And then we'll go from there, man, because I'm ready. I got some questions for some stuff.
okay,
But go
good.
ahead, man. Let the people know about you, what you do, how long you been doing it.
Okay. My name is Mark Kemp. I am a certified hypnotherapist. Okay. I do have my own practice where my conventional practice where I help people with um, smoking cessation, vaping cessation, pain management, which is my baby, mental and emotional detox and insomnia and things of that nature. I'm also a licensed optician. Okay. I also make eyeglasses for a living. And I'm also physically challenged, and that's part of how I got into hypnosis.
Oh, Mark, if you don't mind us asking, like, what is your physical challenge?
I have cerebral palsy. I walk with crutches, and it's ironic. As an optician, I spend about 9 to 10 hours a day on my feet, and
Oh wow.
yeah, and previous to the pandemic, all the rage was the opioid crisis.
Hmm.
I've been a licensed optician over 20 years, and during that time, I spent a lot of time on my feet, and I was reaching that point where it was really starting to bother me. And during the opioid crisis, which is still here, nobody talks about, you know, I started to search for a more natural and holistic way to deal with my pain. Sometimes my pain would be as high as an 8 or 9 on a 10 pain scale, and I had
Hmm.
to find a way to alleviate that pain, or I wouldn't be able to work anymore.
Oh
So I
wow.
looked and looked and looked, and one day I was talking with a friend, and they said, "Well, why don't you try hypnosis?" And like most folks, I dismissed it. Yeah, whatever. That's just for the movies. That ain't real. You ain't getting inside my head, you know. And then one day I was on the University of YouTube. I call it University of YouTube, and it came across my feed, hypnosis for pain management. So I said, "Wow," you know.
Wow.
I tried it, and it honestly didn't work. But what it did was it sparked a curiosity in me. And then from there, I began to attack it with veracity. I began to really look and look and look, and I found one that worked. And I was able to bring my pain level on like an 8 or 9, all the way down
Mm.
to a 1 or 2.
Wow. Look at
Which,
God. Look at God.
yes, 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 yes. Which was like a little piece of heaven to me. So I did that for a while, and because I've been so blessed, I have to be a blessing to others. So I
Yes.
decided to learn the science and share
Hmm.
it with others. That's why pain management is my baby. When someone comes to me from pain management, I smile, and it's like a renewal of my spirit all over again.
Okay, man. That's what's up, man. And you say you make glasses, like you in a
Yes,
in a
yes.
shop or
Yeah,
what?
I'm also a licensed optician. I work for a major retailer in the area.
Ah, shit, man. You gonna have to talk because I need some more glasses, man. I need some more glasses.
Okay, okay.
Oh, hey, listen. And speaking of hypnosis, like how can I say it? Uh, I to me, for me personally, I don't believe in it because it was tried on me before, like at the state fair. Not yeah. So it's like that was a couple of years ago. And they did the hypnosis, supposed to put you on the stage. They call you everybody to the stage, whatever. So the man was like, everybody here under hypnosis. And I'm listening to the man. I'm listening. I hear everything he say. He was like, well, he was like, he came in front of me. He said, he's under hypnosis. This. Now I'm listening to this man telling the crowd everything. So he was like, well, I'm about to, come down the line and y'all gonna do certain stuff. So he was like, he got to me. He was like, now, I want you to flirt with your neighbor. And I think the neighbor was on my left. And it was the crazy part was it was like a guy. So I'm like, all right, now you trying to play me. I ain't say that though. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna let you make you think I'm under hypnosis, but I know everything you saying. Like, so I just looked at the guy, started winking and smiling and stuff like that. The people in the audience went crazy. I'm like, what the fuck y'all going crazy for? I know what I'm doing. Like, I know exactly what this man telling me to do. Like, this is not working, but I played along with it, man. So that after that, I was just like, nah, I don't get it.
Great.
But
You know what? I'm glad you have that view, because this is going to allow me to clear up a whole bunch of misconceptions about it. So it's good that you have that view.
yeah,
Number number one, hypnosis is around you every day, and you don't even realize it. Because see,
mm,
when we place someone in a hypnotic state, what we're doing is we're bypassing your critical thought, and we're speaking to your subconscious. Now, the human thought process takes place on 2 levels: your conscious thought and your subconscious. Now, your conscious thought is where you hold, all your moral values, and it's the decision making part.
mhm,
Okay, that only makes up about 10% of your thought process. All right. Now,
Hmm.
the other 90%, that's made up of your subconscious. That's where you hold your memories. That's where you hold your daydreams and things of that nature. But the thing that's really cool, your conscious thought, which makes up 10%, it always protects your subconscious. So I can't hypnotize you and tell you to do something against your moral code. Obviously, you flirt with a guy is against your moral code. So right away, your body and your mind dismissed it.
Yeah, yeah. I was
Because
like,
yeah, that goes against what your core value is.
yeah. I was like, I ain't gonna really put him on blast to let him know this shit ain't working. So whatever, man.
Yeah,
So I just went along with it. It was funny though. It was funny.
yeah. And so another misconception is you're not going to reveal any deep dark secrets when you're in a true hypnotic state.
Mm.
Okay. And another big one, especially here, is it does not go against anyone's religion. Okay. It is simply a science. That's all it is. And I can give you some examples where you're actually put in a hypnotic state on a regular basis. Have you ever read a book and you could see the scene in your head?
Yeah.
Okay, you were hypnotized by the words.
Mm.
Okay, have you ever watched a tearjerker of a movie and you start to cry, or it evokes some type of emotion?
Yeah.
Now, your logical mind knows that there are just paid actors and actresses. So why did you cry? Because you were hypnotized by the scene. You know, with hypnosis, anything that you can experience in the five senses, you can experience with hypnosis.
So
See,
let me ask you this. Is it true or possible, like people who done been through like a traumatic, dramatic time in their life, can they go through hypnosis to like kind of not forget it, but not have it so impactful on them all the time?
absolutely, absolutely. What we do is we reframe things. Now, I'll give you another good example. A baby does not know fear, right?
Hmm.
Fear is something that is learned. So you can let a spider crawl on a baby, and if that baby doesn't know it's a spider, they're not going to react to it, not in a
Yeah.
scary way. But if you put that same spider on someone that is afraid of them, they're going to react in a less than positive way. See,
Yeah.
so what we're doing when we put someone in a hypnotic state, if it's a habit or something that you want to get rid of, or a fear or phobia, we actually reframe it. So instead of you seeing that spider as something bad, you're actually going to see it as something that is non-threatening. So we're reframing on how you think of something,
Mm.
or how you
Okay.
perceive.
Okay. Now, when you sent me the message and messenger, and I read it, and my reaction was, and we finna bring it up because I see some
Yeah.
ladies on here now. Ladies, listen, 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 ladies. He also does exotic hypnosis. Now, you got to tell them about this. You got to tell them what you done seen, what you done experienced. Like when I was reading what you was telling me, my mouth dropped to the floor. I was under hypnosis then when I was reading. Because I'm like, oh Lord. So
Okay.
explain the exotic
Okay.
hypnosis.
It's erotic. It's erotic hypnosis.
Erotic, my bad,
Yeah.
erotic.
Now we all know. Make sure Princess got her headphones on.
Yeah, she got them on.
Yeah. Okay. We all know that the mind is the biggest sex tool
Hmm.
and the biggest sex organ. So if you can, get to that person's subconscious, and you can, affect it in a positive way, yes, your body will react. And it's true. Remember that old saying, what your mind can perceive, your body can achieve?
Yeah.
That is 100% true. You know, um, it's amazing. One thing in hypnotherapy, or any other form of therapy, you'll find that the issue is never the issue. Whatever they come to you for, that's not really the issue. There's always an underlying cause, you know. And I remember working with a couple, and they were having intimacy issues. You know, they were no longer, you know, having relations and enjoying each other's company. Well, after talking with both of them, I figured out that it wasn't a problem on it wasn't a problem on the physical level.
Mm-hmm.
They had basically stopped communicating. You know, when you've been with someone for a while, you talk at them, you don't talk to them. You know, and after speaking with them, you know, we figured out that it was a lack of communication. Because think about it, if I don't talk to you, if we're not communicating on a higher level, how can you really expect to be intimate with someone? You know, so once we figured out that it was a communication issue, I hypnotized each one of them separately, and then during the next session, I did it together, and you know, they were able to work through their issues, and you know, and they got back to having very, very positive relations.
So, like with a couple like that, do they keep coming back to you, or
No, I mean, that was cleared up in, I think, 3 sessions. A lot of times, you know, we once we figure out what the root cause is, you know, we can go right at it and reframe it. And a lot of times, you know, a lot of times when, you know, a woman's having problems, orgasm or male, you know, a lot of times is due to trauma. Sometimes it can be due to trauma, you know. So what we do is we go and try to figure out what that trauma is, and we reframe that trauma.
we learn something new every day? So it's not always the physical that can make couples not, be intimate no more. It's more basically communication and emotional. Because
Yeah,
we always hear women uh, feed off emotion. They are emotional creatures. So if they're not emotionally connected to you no more, then it's like it's the sex can be gone and everything else.
exactly.
Oh man, that mm, whew, that's crazy. All right, I'm about to start and put you to the test on some stuff.
Okay.
Wait, no, I'm not. No. Okay, Mr. Kemp, what makes a person you consider not your type to eventually be your type?
Well, it's a matter of me, you know, after communicating with them and figuring out why they're not my type, and seeing if I can change my mindset.
Okay, okay. Tawana got, or could it be she's not turned on by him? And then she says, correct. Okay. True or false? If a man mostly no, like I need to start reading some of these. They just be they just be all over the place. True or false, Mr. Kemp? Does the man job decide if she gonna date him? True or false?
Well, that depends on her mindset. You know, what
Hmm.
what is what is she open to? Are you looking at the man, or are you looking at what the man does?
Obviously looking at his pockets.
Mm,
Because I just saw something last night. Was it last night? This lady just, came out one of these dumb lists about, what it is, what you need to do to date her. Some of the stuff was you got to make 6 figures. You got to pay for all her vacations, but you can't go on them. You got to have a house with a pool, so when she can have parties. Um, you got to be driving three of the stump cars. It was just stupid, man. It's like women trying to elevate themselves to I don't how can I say it?
You know who she gets along with? You know who she gets along fine with?
Who?
Bob, her battery operated boyfriend.
Must be. Must be. Cause it ain't no way when I read that, I just dropped my head like this lady got to be crazy. And she says, Tony was good. She say hypergamous is what that is. Oh, okay. So yeah, she just out her league. Plus, she said she don't work. She don't work. She not cooking. She not cleaning. And I think it was like she only sex you when she wants to. Like, yeah, that was yeah.
Okay.
Nah, lady, I'm good. I'm good, lady. You crazy. I don't know what
She lives on Fantasy Island.
she got to. She got to be. She cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Shamba was good. All right. Is $200 weekly enough to support a child? What you got, Mark?
In today's economy and today's world, when you say support, you know, it depends on your definition of support. Do you mean clothes, shelter, you know, and provide transportation back and forth?
Yeah.
I don't. That's not enough.
That was one of them social media question things.
That's not enough.
Yeah, because her daycare is $300 a week. So so it's like
you already working.
I know that's a no for me. Her daycare $300 a week. So nah. That's crazy. What else we got? Quandra was good. Mr. Kemp, name a TV show that was excellent at first, but became unwatchable later on. I know the answer to this one. I know I got an answer.
I can think of several. I like shows that make you think. There was a show called Person of Interest with Taraji P. Henson. She played the cop, and what happened was this gentleman had invented a machine that could tell events that happened before they did. And once she got killed off the show, it wasn't worth watching anymore.
Gotcha. Mine is Sanford and Son. After like he did 6 seasons. After like the second season and a half, it went straight downhill. Straight. Was you a Sanford and Son fan?
Sanford and Son, Jeffersons, all of that. Yes.
Yeah. Jefferson was all right. Jefferson was straight. I'm just a Sanford fanatic, man. I watch that all day right now. All day. I can watch it all day.
Exactly. And the same shows over and over and over again, and you still will laugh. That's when it's, you know, comedy was true.
Okay. All right. Is it okay for a man to cry in front of his woman?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And when you give me your answer why, I'm gonna give you why I got that question from, where I got that question from.
Okay, we're traditionally called to be hunters, protectors, and things of that nature. But where are we supposed to go when our well runs dry? We're supposed to be able to come within the comfort of our home, and this is traditionally now. I'm not speaking anything against feminists, because, you know, in a lot of cases, you know, a woman can do many things that a man can do. So I'm not saying that at all. But traditionally, you know, the man is supposed to be the protector. He's supposed to be the provider.
Mm-hmm.
So when he comes home to lick his wounds, because the world will beat upon you.
Beat him up.
He has to be able to show that soft side. He has to be able to say, hey, look, babe, today was a rough one. I need to be able to decompress and let it go. But at the same time, he has to be secure in his masculinity and be able to say, yes, yes, I can show you those moments of softness, but yes, I'm still the man that's gonna hold it down for you and make things happen for the family.
And I got that question because Shaquille O'Neal said um either he said it was not, he doesn't cry, a man should not cry in front of a woman, his woman. And he said the reason is she will always try and throw that back up at you. And when I read that, I kind of agreed with it because it done happened to me before. So it's like, sometimes you think that person is someone you can cry in front of, but then they try and later on try and use it against you.
But here's where here's where I would say it depends on the circumstance, really. It depends on what you're crying for. If I'm crying over a loss of a loved one,
Mhm.
I better be able to let that go.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
it depends on the circumstance.
and that's true. It's true. And damn, I can't remember. Yeah, because over a love when I'm crying. I don't care who is in front of. I don't give a damn who is in front of. I can't remember what it was though. Because I'm trying usually, as a man, you try and keep stuff, hid in, and when you by yourself, you let it out. That's how I be on certain things, but
Yeah,
because like you said, we supposed to be hunters. We supposed to be the man. We supposed to not show emotion. We supposed to protect. We supposed to, do all this stuff. But then, like you say, when our well run dry, we supposed to be able to turn to our partner.
exactly.
And if you can't turn to your partner, then who you gonna turn to?
Mhm.
Like, so, like you say, the world beat us as men down all the time. So, Mr. Kemp, there's a lot of there's a lot of sex questions out here tonight that I'm trying not to. Hmm. All right, Mr. Kemp, if you could take ownership of any company in the world, who are you taking?
Ownership of any company. Hmm.
Of any company in the world, who you taking?
I'm trashing. You know what? I'm taking control of all these cable companies and I'm trashing them. And I'm selling them off for bits and pieces because they've been robbing people for years.
I don't even got cable. I done did the like everybody getting into the Fire Stick, the jailbreak of the Fire Sticks.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even pay for cable. Yeah, cable is a waste because you paying for what 100 some channels, and you might only watch five.
That was me until recently. That was me.
Yeah, like no, I'm not. I'm not paying for cable. That's crazy. And you say it's a waste. That's a ripoff.
Yeah,
Cable companies are legal ripoffs. And now they done added phone service too. Cell phones.
yeah, yeah.
It's yeah. And it's nothing you can do about it. Like it's nothing you
Yep.
can do about it.
I'm taking control and I'm selling them off bit by bit by bit. Yes, I am.
I ain't mad at you. All right, y'all. It's halftime now. Y'all know how we do. It's current events. T.I. will no longer be performing after his last appearance in Atlanta later this year. T.I. say he will no longer be sweating and tiring himself out for the entertainment of others. He says he has enough money, so he is good. He don't need to do it no more. And hey, look, Ti done been around what 20 some years.
Mm,
Hey, if he don't want to do it, he ain't got to do it. Like you say, he making enough money, so leave it up to the new generation now.
yeah.
He done did his thing. He done did it. Mr. Kemp, you a T.I. fan?
Yes, I am.
Like, yeah, like T.I.
Mm.
Okay. Mr. Kemp, where you located at?
I am located in Augusta, Georgia.
Okay, that's what's up, man. You ain't too far from me, man.
No, 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 no.
You really is not too far from me.
I'm right around the corner.
Yeah, you around the corner. It was something else I had. So she says, this is another thing I got. My girlfriend of 4 years wants to move in, but says paying bills is a man's job. Oh, Jesus.
Mm, mm.
I'm so like sick of the stereotype of what is a man's job, what is a woman's job. It's whatever your household is capable of, what y'all are comfortable with. How you feel about that, Mr. Kemp?
Well, I agree with that statement wholeheartedly. I was a stay-at-home dad for a while. Loved it. I was a stay-at-home dad for a while and absolutely loved it. So, you're right. You have to do what's right for your household and in your world. Sometimes, we sit in judgment and I don't care what deity you believe in. You know,
Hmm.
every mainstream, religion or level of spirituality calls for us not to judge each other. So, there's someone sitting there saying, well, a person is supposed to do this, a person is supposed to do that. Well, you know what? If something works in my household and our flow is harmonious and everyone's at a good place, mentally, emotionally, and everything taken care of financially, I pay for this place. When I lock my door, you don't got to know what's going on. So why you
Thank you.
worry?
Thank you. That's how I feel too. Now, I had a show and a topic one time. It was like, is this controlling and is this controlling or not scenario? Now I want you to answer this one. And it's like I've seen it before, it's old, but it's being brought up again for some reason. A lady husband is incarcerated and he has made her put cameras throughout the whole entire house so he can watch her from prison. Now, how he watching her, I don't know, but is a video showing that he watches her and I read the whole thing. It was like and she did like a little interview and she was like, well, I'm not cheating, so I don't mind. What are your thoughts on stuff like that? Is that controlling or it's he cares? What's your take?
My take is controlling, and my thought process is this: it's controlling from the aspect of, okay, this man has to worry about survival.
Hmm.
If he's sitting there and he worried about what she's doing all day, what is he doing to make sure that he's got himself together? What is he doing to make sure that he's preparing himself so that he does not come back to that place again? You focus
Correct.
on the wrong thing, in my
You
opinion.
extremely the wrong thing. Extremely like, but and like you say, like I used to work at a jail for 5 years. And like you say, it's survival. So instead of you worrying about surviving to get eventually home to her, you worrying about what she doing.
And, and let me add this caveat: if a woman going to do it, she going to do it. You cannot watch her 24 hours a day. Women are sexual beings just like men. If someone's going to do it, they're going to do it. They're going to find a way to do it.
Preach, because I done said that I don't know how many times, and that's for women and men. If they're gonna do something, they're gonna find a way to do it, regardless. I don't care how many cameras you got in your house. She eventually got to go to the grocery store.
Yep.
She eventually got to go somewhere. So she out like but yeah, that's controlling. That's controlling. Also, in Lonoke County, Arkansas, a father in Arkansas allegedly shot and killed a 67-year-old man who he found in a car with his 14-year-old daughter. According to the Lonoke County Sheriff's Office, officers were called in reference to a missing child on Tuesday. While en route to the home, deputies were told that the child's father, Aaron Spencer, had located his daughter in a car with 67-year-old Michael Fosler. The sheriff's office said a confrontation between the men ensued, which ended with Fosler being shot and killed. Deputies said Fosler died at the scene and Spencer was taken into custody. According to USA Today, the family had a no-contact order in place for Fosler, accusing him of stalking and raping their daughter over the summer. Fosler had been arrested in July. A public Facebook post from a woman named Heather Spencer, who identified herself as Aaron Spencer's wife, said, "We had no idea this man was in contact with our child again. At the end of the day, our daughter is a victim, and we have a long road of recovery for everyone," the Facebook post read. It's unclear if Fosler had any relation to the family or how he knew the teen. Aaron Spencer is facing a preliminary first-degree murder charge. He was released on bond the day after the shooting. Facebook comments are overwhelming, praising Aaron Spencer for his actions, saying he did what any father would do. No charges should be filed. I'm so sorry you are going through that, but given the circumstances, any father would do the same. One wrote, "He saved his daughter. What a hero. He should not be in jail," another wrote. In a statement, Lonoke County Sheriff John Staley described the case as a tragic situation and that officially charges has not been filed as of Thursday. What are your thoughts, Smart?
He had the restraining order in place. He violated it. Now, as a father of a daughter, laws are in place for a reason. It's so funny because I just had this conversation with someone, and the question came up is once a restraining order is in place, should it be in place forever? And my answer to that is I believe it should. Yes, you can change your ways. And you can stop doing whatever behavior that caused you to get that against you. So just count it up as a loss and move on. Life is too precious, because once a child's innocence is lost, it's lost. You can't get that back.
Especially from a 67-year-old man trying to deal with or whatever with a 14-year-old girl. Like, you got to be mentally distraught in the head for that. Like, something got to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, all your marbles are not there. And that's no excuse. And you ended up getting what was coming to you anyway. Because like you said, as a father of two daughters, that would have been me all day. No. So, here go another one. This is another one that's going around on social media. Men shouldn't change baby girl diapers, period. Your thoughts, Mark?
This is my daughter. She is from the seed of me and the mother. I do not have a thought like that in my head if I'm taking care of her. I have no thought except that I need to get this wet diaper off my daughter.
that was my thought. Like, and the woman posted it. She said even her husband and the father of a child, she won't let him. So my thought was the same as yours. So if I'm watching the baby and you're out doing whatever, and I smell my baby, you telling me as the father I'm not supposed to change? I'm supposed to wait till you bring your ass home? And yeah, this world and some of these people thought process are just mind boggling to me.
They just want something to talk about. They just want something. They just want to get. They just want to get what they feel is a few moments of notoriety.
And it's like some of the stuff that you want to be notarized for is just entirely stupid. Like,
Exactly.
um, Tony say, so is she not changing her son? Tony, she's saying she the only one that's gonna change her child, period. Like she literally said that. Like I read it. She literally said, no man is changing her child. She will be the only one. And I'm like, okay, you can sleep with a man raw, get you pregnant, all that, but now he can't change his own. Yeah, that sounds like you know something that ain't registering that you ain't telling everybody else. That could be my only thing.
Hmm.
Tony said sound like you coming from a place of trauma. That could be it too. But my thing is, if you gonna be traumatized to that extent, I don't know. I guess I would say like, why would you have a child? I mean, that could be wrong, but you can't be around that child 24/7. Hey, look, I don't know. Like I said, I got two daughters. I'm changing my daughters point blank. Period. That I ain't know, man. That's just crazy, Mr. Kemp. I ain't know.
Mm.
All right, Mr. Kemp, is jealousy a normal thing in a relationship?
Jealousy. It can exist, but it's all about how it manifests itself and how you handle it. Jealousy is a natural. It I believe it's a natural emotion. I mean, I want to protect that which I value. I don't want anyone to interrupt or anything to interrupt, our space and our connection and our bond. So, if I perceive something as a threat, I'm gonna eradicate it. But here's the key: it's how you handle it. You know, and 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 it's the way in which, again, your level of communication with your partner to voice that, and then you two come up with a solution.
All right, Mr. Kemp, on here we agree. We liable to agree to disagree.
And that's fine.
Oh,
Hey,
hey, listen.
the only way things are learned are through discussion and debate.
Yo, with me, I'm not really the jealous type. I'm not really the jealous type. You got to have done something, or I got to see a certain action, how you interact with a certain person, or this, and I'm gonna have questions. But as far as being jealous, like no. And to me, I see some people as using jealous and being disrespected. You gotta separate the two.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You gotta separate the two because I might not be jealous, but you ain't gonna disrespect me. Because if you disrespect me, then my actions might seem as jealous, but no, it comes from the disrespect. So
yep.
I don't think some people know how to separate jealousy and disrespect.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't. I don't think it's a normal thing in a relationship. Is a it it can be brought up, but I don't think it's normal. You know, and like you say, you want to protect what you got, from whoever. So, mm-mm. Dang, no, I think no. Mr. Kent, should you pay your relatives to babysit your kids or a kid? What you think?
Mm, that's ooh, that's again, that's situational. And the reason why it's situational, sometimes people are too proud to admit that they need help at something.
Mm-hmm.
If I've got an 18 or 19-year-old getting ready to go off to college, and that's a relative of mine. Look here, man. You know what? I know you need some money for books. Do me a favor. Watch your cousin for a little bit for me while I run to the store. It's $34. You got lunch money. You got lunch money for the week or a couple of days. So it's situational. Now, if you're an adult and you always begging me for this, or you always begging me for that, or you're always asking me for this, and you always in my ear, you need this, you need this, you need that. I'm not gonna pay you. I did this for you. I did that for you. I tell you what, let's barter this thing out.
Hey, my thing is, if I got grown kids, whether they from 16 on up, no, you finna watch your little sister, your brother.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, now I ain't finna. Why would I go out to pay somebody else when you here? Nah, nah, I ain't doing that. As far as other family members, it just depends on, like you say, the situation. The family member might be down on some luck, and I know they're a real good person and they good with kids. Hey, yeah, yeah, I'll shoot them a little, you know,
Mm-hmm.
shoot them a couple of dollars, to watch the kid. But
But
if I
sibling,
got kids,
sibling,
I
oh, I
got
ain't
kids
paying
to
you
stay with
nothing.
me. Huh?
If it's a sibling, no, I ain't paying you nothing.
Yeah. If my older kids still in my house, no, I'm not paying you nothing because I'm paying you already. I pay
Oh,
the I pay the light bill. I
yeah.
probably pay your cell phone bill, and I pay all these other bills. So yeah, watch your brother or sister.
I tell you what,
Right.
since you don't want to watch your brother or sister, okay, okay, I got you. Don't eat none of the food I pay for. Let's see how that work out.
Hey, that'll make them greetings change their mind real. Oh man, all right, I'll watch.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Mr. Kip, this is the last one for the night, man. Hey, is a woman wrong? This one deep. This one deep. Is a woman wrong for keeping a baby that the man told her he didn't want?
I hope you got about an hour or two because we about to go in on it.
Hey,
Let me say this.
listen.
Let,
Hey.
let me say this. Um, a woman should have sovereignty over her body.
Mm-hmm.
She should be sovereign over her body. And that's a real hard subject. That's a real hard subject to really go at because at the end
Yeah.
of the day, it's her body. She's carrying it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, and just because you said you don't want nothing to do with it, well, if you didn't want nothing to do with it and you knew you went in raw dog, you got to deal with the consequences. You went in there raw dog. Unless you were drugged, you went in there. You knew it was a possibility to happen.
Hey, now, Mr. Kemp, now you know sometimes that condom might bust now.
Okay. Hey, there's got to be the morning after.
Hey, my thing is, and I'll tell fellas this all the time. Like, if you having sex, bro, and you got your condom on, bro, there's nothing wrong with stopping and checking that shit to make sure it's still on and to make sure that shit ain't bust.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't give a damn how good it is, bro. Stop, check, go back to work. I mean, yeah. So, man, it is what it is,
It,
man.
it
But
yeah, it's her body. It's her right.
yeah, at the
And,
end of the day, man, at the end of the day, you're right. It's her body. She gonna do what she wants. She gonna do what's best for her baby. I mean, her body. Um, and yeah, I mean, if you don't want shit to do with it, you might well get ready to sign the papers because you're going to court. But then you got you got some women that don't even want to deal with you, period, whether it's your money or with nothing. And I've seen some women like raise a kid by themselves with no help from the daddy. And then you gotta look at like even when some of these kids, dad passed while the woman pregnant, and sometimes she just raised them still by herself.
mhm.
Like I have seen it, and I'm like, dang, you strong woman. Yeah, hey, woman is the strongest species on earth. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah,
Like,
I always say,
that ain't even up for debate. They go
yeah,
through way too much
yeah,
for us to be, we the nah, fuck all that. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, we supposed to be, the dominant, but that woman go through way worse than anything we could possibly imagine.
I,
So,
al- I always,
cause go
um,
ahead, Miss Kim.
I always say, if I'm gonna get in a fight in a closed room, give me a woman that got my back, cause she gonna fight to the death. She,
To the death, to the death, to
yep,
the death.
yep,
Like, and it's crazy because women put their bodies and lives on the line to birth us, to
yep,
birth humans.
yep.
Because every woman don't make it out alive in the labor room.
Mhm.
And that's sad. Like, a lady will actually put her life on the line to breathe another life. And like I
Mhm.
said, women go through so much, man. I praise y'all. Hey, it is what it
100%.
is. Yeah.
One,
Now, what's good? Miss Fair, what's good? She say nothing is 100, but absentee, so both responsible and her body and right. I mean, Fair, it's 2024. Ain't nobody practicing absentees right now. Well, not nobody I know of. I done seen uh uh what's the old singer name? I think Maya. She say she's celebrating 8 years celibacy. And I think 50 Cent say he's celebrating celibacy. He ain't doing that for a while. He say because women and sex distracts him from, his money and his mindset right now. He said he got too much going on to even worry about that. And I was like, I don't know about that 50. I don't know 50. I ain't know. I still, can deal with a little woman, get a little something on the side and make my money, man. So, hey, everybody different, man.
yep.
Everybody different. But Mr. Kemp, man, I want to thank you, man, for being part of Tigers Corner tonight. My panel, I don't know what happened to them. It's all good. Like I say, the show must go on. Some nights I don't even be on, and they still rock it. So we had to do what we had to do. Ms. Fair
Absolutely.
said the fatality rate of Black women in childbirth is higher than Caucasians. Tony said there are people who are celibate by choice or circumstance. Yeah, and I'm not knocking nobody for practicing that. It's more power to y'all. More power to the people. Mr. Kemp, I just ain't one on.
Understand? I understand.
Hey, I just ain't one on, man. I'm sorry. But like I say, Mr. Kemp, man, tell the people how they can reach you, man, if they want some. some glasses, some hypnosis, all that, man. Tell them how they can reach you.
All right. Well, I can be reached at Tranquility Health and Wellness LLC. Okay. I'm also on Facebook under Mark Kemp and Tranquility Health and Wellness. I also have a TikTok under Hypnotic Dog,
Okay.
and that's Hypnotic HYPNOCTIC Hypnotic Dog DAWG.
Dog. Okay.
Yes. And that's because of fraternal references.
Oh, you're cute.
Yes.
Okay, that's what's up, man. I got a bunch of homeboys that cute. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Okay.
I like that.
You can always reach out to me and ask questions, because the only bad question is the one not asked.
Facts. Logic. Facts. But once again, man, thanks. Tony, I'm glad you was on tonight. A new viewer, man. Check us out, man. Every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, man. Check us out next week. 8 o'clock. Fun. Hopefully my panel be back. So until then, man, y'all have a good night. Peace.